Hello everyone, it's Callum Perks here, and I'm here today to give a discussion of biopolitics and biopower. So I'm going to give Gabe the camera here, and he's just going to kind of record me going through the lecture. So, in order to first understand what we're even discussing, we must define biopolitics. Biopolitics is a way of examining the strategies and mechanisms through which human life processes are managed under institutions. Now those could be institutions of power, of knowledge, etc. Now, with that basic definition, we must understand that biopower itself is a form of normalizing power. Now, what is normalizing power, you might ask? Normalizing power is a form of power that makes us want to follow the rules. So an example of that would be, I wouldn't have to be jailed for theft because myself would never steal in the first place. Again, I want to follow the rules because morally that's what I believe. So what is biopower? Biopower is the dominant system of social control in Western countries. It operates on our bodies and creates a desire to conform to norms, to self-discipline, and is dispersed throughout society via relationships, institutions, whatever it may be. So how does biopower come into play? Well, biopower creates a thing called docile bodies. A docile body is basically how political power in these Western countries is maintained. Now, these docile bodies are basically what society requires. So when you think of a docile body in today's time, you think of skinny, in shape, tan, whatever it may be, white teeth, things like that. So by having one of these docile bodies, it shows self-discipline. And by being self-disciplined, you are ready for capitalist enterprise. And also with these docile bodies, it leads to an increase in consumerism because it leads to you wanting to buy healthier foods, which are more expensive, gym memberships, maybe even some gym equipment for yourself. So, an example of this would be, I'll take the camera now, thank you Gabe. An example of these docile bodies would be, when you look at paintings from the medieval times, the women here are slightly larger than what they are today. The breasts aren't nearly as large in paintings, and the stomachs, they tend to have a little bit more fat to them. So again, back then this was the ideal body because it kind of being a little bit fatter was seen as a symbol of wealth. Now, we look at the early 1900s and the women appear to be slightly skinnier, but yet in today's time, they still necessarily wouldn't be considered skinny or in shape, whatever it may be. So, moving forward, we looked at the modern, view of women. Now, this right here is the ideal body for today. So this is a prime example of what a docile body in America would be. You can tell by the large breasts, the unproportional waist, and things like that. So again, now that we now know how these docile bodies are kind of, a result of the biopower, we understand what goes on. So do you have any questions, Mr. Gabe?
No, I do not.
Well, thank you so much.